Thank you, Campbell. Over the past 20 years, you and I have forged a friendship and a path of activism. We've traveled the country telling our story, our community story. We fought for visibility in the beginning. I think about that, be visible, be gay. Then we fought for marriage. We fought for the ability to be conventional. And now we actually fight for non-discrimination in our jobs. We can still be fired for being gay. So the work that Campbell does is something I'm in awe of all the time. She's a strong woman, as you can see. She always wears white socks with black pants and shoes, and it drives me crazy. But I love her. And because we've always quoted Ani DeFranco, I do it because it's the least I can do. I do it because I learned from you. Thank you. I'd like to congratulate my fellow awardees, Kathy, Rita, and Tina, as well as thank Ellen, Jennifer, and Karen, and the entire Women in Cable Telecommunications team for this acknowledgement. It is both inspiring and humbling to be amongst this group of women. Each of you encompasses what it means to be brave, what it means to fight, and what it means to pave the way. I want to thank my wife, Lisa, who has also forged a path of advocacy, from the democratization of political speech to education. Together, we are raising two amazing daughters, Kate and Phoebe, and we do so as a modern family alongside Lisa's first partner, Martha. Our dismissal of conventionality has given us a beautiful freedom to choose our family. And many of you here today are our friends who have become our family. When I was a young girl, I wanted to be an architect. I wanted to build bridges, buildings, and cities, places that people could experience. As I said, I never became an architect of physical structures, but I'd like to think as a marketer and a storyteller, I did become an architect of experiences. Because isn't that what marketing is all about? Making people feel something, fall in love with something, do something? I spent the last few years at YouTube working alongside a phenomenal team who are here today. Thank you, guys. And we've led projects that have pushed the boundaries of innovation. To me, YouTube is a global campfire that unites people around the world to share their stories and find their tribe. And as I stand here today, I am grateful for my own tribe. I am the embodiment of a circle of strong, wondrous, and intelligent women who I've been so fortunate to call sisters, colleagues, clients, and most importantly, friends. The women who have said yes every time I called or no when I needed to hear it, who continue to champion me and the path I'm paving. They too deserve recognition for their leadership, advocacy, and excellence. For it is these women who have shaped my life immeasurably. Now, as a woman who is married to a woman, raising two girls who will all too soon grow into women, I think I can safely say I know a thing or two about women, especially strong women. So when I was asked what advice I would give my daughters as they build their own world, I simply yet fervently said the ability to resist. Resist the desire of the world to bend you to its will. Instead, hold on to the things that shape you, even if it means growing up a little slower than your peers. Your magical thinking is a gift. Nurture it. Your curiosity is a superpower. Celebrate it. Your confidence will be challenged all too often. Protect it, and then unleash it. It is these learnings I hope to pass on to my daughters, just as I continue to learn from women who come into my life and leave an indelible mark, who show up and go deep, ready to teach, to shape, to redefine what strength truly means. Today, I'd like to thank two in particular. The first is Mamie Coleman, who I had the honor of working with at Fox. Now, Mamie is the type of woman who doesn't know the meaning of rest and absolutely defines the word excellence. Mamie has built a remarkable career centered on her ability to connect music to story, to make people feel something, love something, do something. And she does so with an impeccable knowledge of music. And if she can't find the right music, she creates the music for you. She has solid relationships with artists and agencies and creators who come to her asking for advice of where to put music, and producers who say, how do I change a scene and elevate it? And she does it every time. Mamie calls me her Al Harrison, the role Kevin Costner played in Hidden Figures, who champions these women's abilities when no one else even saw them. Well, I want her to know that she is my Taraji P, the film's hero and my ride or die for life. The other person I'd like to thank is Maya Amlos. Now, Maya and I are colleagues at YouTube. She's one of those women that you meet and you instantly know she's going to replace you. It's just a matter of time. She's on a path to the top and all who meet her know it. Now, a year ago at the age of 28, Maya was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer. I remember when she told me. I was shaken. I felt like life changed for both of us for completely different reasons. Maya would need to focus all of her energy on beating this insidious disease, and I realized I couldn't fix this. Now, when you're a type A, overachieving, success-driven person, you can fix anything. In fact, you take pride in fixing everything. From a running toilet to a failing client meeting, you throw on your cape and you fly to the rescue. But Maya's disease wasn't something that could be fixed. Instead, it was an opportunity. It was an opportunity to stand in front of someone you really care about and simply commit to be there, to show up and go deep every step of the way. And that's what I'm working on now, redefining what strength means. No longer will I measure my life in arbitrary milestones or promotions or fixing things. Instead, life will be built upon unforgettable moments, melded together piece by piece by nurturing the magic and celebrating the curious. It will be anchored by every strong woman who paved the way, who fought for me and with me and unleashed every ounce of confidence, even in the face of adversity. In this chapter of my life, I'd like to think my story will go something like this. The architect who put down her cape, picked up her humanity, showed up and went deep.